What is up, everyone, and what's going on? Thank you so much for joining me today for a special extended episode. That's going to be episode number 20 of the Car5 podcast. Wow, we're already 20 minutes into it. 20 episodes into it. I'm your host, Joshua, and today we're actually going to be talking about some beautiful changes that we're going to be making and what we're going to be implementing and doing with this podcast. Some of these changes are going to be involving, how many times we're going to be posting per week, special giveaways, subscribing, social media, some cool, authentic brand merchandise for you guys, a whole bunch of stuff. So like I said, this is a special extended episode. So we're going to take our time. We're not going to be in that 5-6 minutes range. I want to make sure I can give you guys plenty of details of everything that's going on. So as usual, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys. So starting off with item number 1 on our agenda for episode number 20, which is going to be how many times a week are we going to be posting? Currently, we're doing 2 times a week right now, which is Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 7 p.m. And honestly, it's not that bad, but we do want to crank things up a little bit. Thus, we're going to be implementing a entirely brand new schedule. Now, you may have already seen this on Instagram and Facebook. If you haven't, well, here it is for you. The new schedule is going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with all brand new episodes dropping at 7 p.m. So now we're going to have all brand new content for you guys at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and at the end of the week. So we're going from 2 times a week to 3 times a week, beginning, middle, and end. And why are we doing that? Well, why am I doing that? It's very simple. I love talking about cars and I love sharing the beauty of the car world with you guys and everyone. I also know what it's like to have the hassle of searching for information that you desire, only come to find out that you got 55 different sources telling you all the same information. But it's kind of funny how all of those sources are always slightly different. Though, no need to worry, my friends. That's what I'm here for. I have all the accurate information for you guys regarding everything that is going on in the car world, because here at the Car5 podcast, I get you the information you're looking for. And that information is coming directly from the manufacturer. So that concludes item number 1 of our agenda. How many times are we going to be posting a week? We're going up to 3 times, and that's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. So be sure to tune into that. Getting on to agenda point number 2. Super excited. We're going to be adding video to the podcast. I just recently purchased a pretty good camera. I got a green screen coming, and I got some pretty cool, just some other little knickknacks and devices for editing videos and software. I also just got Adobe Premiere Pro for editing. So yes, I will be actually adding video of me as soon as I can. I got some good equipment coming your way, and I'm sure it would be fun for you guys to see me as well, so I can communicate on a whole nother level with you guys. Obviously, you won't be able to see the video on all platforms, but you will be able to see them on the videos of the podcast via YouTube, as well as the Car5 podcast website, which is just car5podcast.com. As far as the podcast goes, on all the podcast platforms, you'll just have audio. So that's point number 2 for this agenda, that we are going to be adding video. I'm going to guess a week and a half, 2 weeks from now, it'll be happening. I'm just waiting for all this stuff to come in the mail. So very exciting. I'm going to be adding video for you guys. Moving on to item number 3 of our agenda. That's going to be talking about special giveaways. And that is right. Once a month, we're going to be doing a special giveaway, and that is via the last episode of every month. So the last episode of every month, I'm going to be doing a special giveaway for you guys. And how would you enter if you're curious? Well, very simple. Just make sure to tune into the Car5 podcast every week and subscribe. That's all you got to do. Just subscribe to the podcast, and then through a roulette system, I'm going to go ahead and select a subscriber to win some free stuff. And the prizes that you guys can win, well, I'm going to have plenty of things. Everything from shirts and hats, accessories, plenty of stuff to choose from. And what's pretty cool is all of these prizes, let me assure you, are very, very high quality. They're actually legitimate, authentic brand merchandise that's directly from the factory of some of the brands that you guys love most. So I'm going to have brand merchandise from Aston Martin, Bentley, Ford, Lamborghini, Porsche, Audi, anything you guys want. I'm going to have some pretty cool stuff for you. So, I mean, why not? Check out the podcast. Let's hang out together, subscribe, and then you can get some free stuff. That's all you got to do. Progressing on to item number 4 of our amazing agenda today is actually going to be subscribing. And there's some benefits to you of subscribing and why you should do it. When you subscribe to the Car5 podcast, you're going to have the chance to win free stuff like I had just mentioned. Also, you can be sure to get all of the updated information that's going on in the world of cars, because when you subscribe, I'll go ahead and make sure to put you on our email list for weekly emails and updates regarding prizes, weekly episodes, additional information about the Car5 podcast, and a bunch more. This is absolutely a growing community and a growing podcast. So I know we're currently building something awesome together. So we just want to keep this rolling. I'm having fun. I'm sure you guys are having fun too. Let's keep it going. We're on episode number 20 now. Plus we got some upgraded equipment coming our way. So things are moving. We're on the right track. And just remember to throw this out there real quick. I'm 100% an open book, very easily reachable. Just shoot me an email with any questions you may have or message me on social media. The email to reach me at is info@car5podcast.com. And both Facebook and Instagram, you can reach me at the Car5 podcast. Just go ahead and send me a DM, comments on YouTube, Instagram, anything you guys want. I'm very reachable, and I'm definitely here to connect with you guys, and let's continue growing together. And actually, speaking of social media, we're on to item number 5 of our agenda. Speaking briefly in regards to social media, currently we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and 9 podcast platforms. Those platforms are Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Podbean, Radio Public, and Stitcher. So out of those 9 podcast platforms, plus Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, there are 12 outlets to get a hold of and listen to the Car5 podcast. So in an attempt to grow the social media and the platforms, every like, comment, share counts. I got to tell you, I can actually tell this podcast is gaining more followers, listeners, and downloads, because obviously we can track these things. And, I can see people are engaging, which is exactly what you want, So don't forget to stay connected with me and the Car5 podcast on social media. It's also a great way to learn about when new episodes are dropping, any news updates regarding the podcast, when the end of the month giveaways are happening. So be sure to stay tuned and go ahead and follow us on all those platforms, or whatever your favorite platform is. Just go ahead and find us, the Car5 podcast. And also, very exciting, I just implemented it today. We're getting a brand new logo. The logo that you guys are seeing now, I made rather quickly. So it's it's not that good, but I do have a graphic designer working for me right now. He's putting together something pretty sick and awesome. So we have a new logo coming, a logo that's actually going to be specially made. So that's something I'm particularly excited about. Now, very lastly on our agenda regarding changes to the Car5 podcast is going back to the authentic brand merchandise. So if anyone actually is ever interested in acquiring merchandise from their favorite car brand, I can assist you with that. Outside of this podcast, I actually do have a business, which is TIALG. That's TIALG. And that's an acronym for the International Automotive and Lifestyle Gallery. You can check it out on the website. It's www.tialg.com. Also Facebook and Instagram, it's @officialtialg. And pretty much what I do is I talk about recent car news like I do here, but I also sell authentic brand merchandise on that platform. So if you guys did want a shirt, hat, sweatshirt, accessory, or anything from your favorite brand, I definitely got you guys, and I can hook you guys up. Anything you guys find on there you like, just go ahead and enter the code CAR5 podcast on checkout under the coupon section, and you will get 15% off any item you want. I'm constantly working on acquiring new brands and expanding the TIALG platform in that brand. So, I want that to be a go-to automotive resource for all of us car enthusiasts out there. You can find, again, that business on social media as well, Facebook and Instagram, which is Official TIALG. And then, of course, so not only can you get brand merchandise through there, but if you want to get some free stuff, just subscribe to this podcast, and then you can win. And so all of these things are good news. They're changes. Of course, I have a huge agenda of episodes lined up. So going from 2 episodes per week to 3 is definitely a huge step. We're going to get more content out there. The quality of the videos and the audio of the videos is going to be better. You're going to have a great video coming your way. We're working hard. We're growing this thing. We're getting it going. And ladies and gentlemen, that actually concludes episode number 20. We're currently at just over 9 minutes. So for a normal podcast, that's relatively short, but for us, that's some pretty good time. So thank you so much for stopping by and listening. This is something you guys don't have to do, but you are stopping by, you are listening. I greatly appreciate that. I love doing this podcast and connecting with you guys. Let's continue to spread the world of cars and connect with one another. Cars bring people together. I've never been to a car show or a car meet in which you see a bunch of sad people walking around. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram, which is at the Car5 Podcast. Same thing on Facebook, at the Car5 Podcast. Now, don't forget, you can now check out all of our episodes on YouTube, which is the channel is the Car5 Podcast, unless you're currently listening on YouTube right now. But if you're not, you can find our channel on there. And the episodes are also listed on the website, www.car5podcast.com. For any questions you may have, again, please feel free to send me an email which is info@car5podcast.com. Definitely here for you guys. Like I said, I'm an open book. You just want to talk or you want to talk about cars. You have an episode recommendation. You have a recommendation of something I can be doing better. I'm definitely open to constructive criticism and always looking to grow and improve, and would absolutely love to connect with you guys because there's nothing but beautiful things to come for this podcast, and I look forward to continue growing it with you. Don't forget to tune in for the next episode. It's going to be episode number 21. And that's going to be April 13th, this upcoming Saturday, in which we're going to be talking about something that's actually kind of sad to me, which is Mercedes-Benz AMG and their V12s are currently going out of production. Breaks my heart, guys. But that's going to be the next episode number 21. Be sure to tune into that April 13th. And thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. And above all else, please remember to drive safe. Thank you and have a great evening.